Well, hi there, Chris Baker from Stand Up Leaders. I haven't been on YouTube for a while, so I wanted to just come and talk to you a little bit and talk about why coaching, and that's personal coaching, for personal development matters. The second part of this, why it could be the key to unlocking your next level in life and in work. Now, I've worked with thousands of leaders across the US and in Europe. And during my time at Disney, one of the things I've learned is that the biggest challenges holding people back aren't about talent, they're about clarity, blind spots, and accountability. And that's the three things that I'm going to talk to you about today. So, when we look at clarity, this is the biggest roadblock. Um, and the truth here is that most professionals feel stuck, and they feel stuck because they don't have a clear vision of where they're headed. And without clarity, every opportunity will look the same, and therefore your progress will stall. You can probably think about this in your own life. Have you got a clear vision of where it is that you want to go? Now, you don't have to be as detailed as this, but you could say that, like for me, for example, I work for Disney as my full-time job. I see my next 6 or 7 years till I retire as working in the training and leadership development department, helping to build that as much as I can, so that when I leave, leave a legacy of leadership excellence where people want to come to work, they want to help develop others, and I leave and they perform at the best of their ability. That's clarity. Now, it could be that you want a promotion, but you don't have a clear vision of where it is you're headed, and therefore you tend to work harder, but you're not working smarter. You may attend meetings, you may take on extra tasks, but if you haven't got a clear roadmap, all that you're doing is spinning your wheels. So clarity is like a GPS for your career. Without it, it's like you're driving aimlessly. When you get in the GPS, what do? You set your destination. So clarity in your career is the same thing. Set that destination. Now, how will coaching help you? Well, a good coach will help you to define your destination. They're not going to tell you what your destination is because it's yours. They'll help you also work out the steps that you need to take in order to get there. Now, when you know what's next, you can then start to prioritize without any distractions and focus on what really matters. So I want to give you a couple of takeaways. The first thing is write down your top 3 career goals for the next 12 months. Now, the time of recording this, it's the week before Thanksgiving, so we're coming towards the end of 2025. So it's a great time to really start thinking about, what do you want to achieve next year? You can start by looking back and say, what did you achieve this year? What were the goals that you set yourself this year? Did you achieve what you wanted to, or did you fall short? Then you can start planning next year. So write down, what are your top 3 career goals for the next 12 months. Now you want to ask yourself, what skills or behaviors do I need to either learn or instill in my behavior, in my day-to-day life, that will make these goals possible? Now, again, I'll go back to saying coaching will help you. I've had a coach and a mentor for the last 10 years or so, and probably before that I still had some, but it's only really the last 10 years that I've truly invested in myself and my growth and development. And a coach will help you and also keep you accountable, not to them, because you're only accountable to yourself. All right, so always remember that. So let's talk about blind spots and how blind spots hold leaders back. Now, again, we all have blind spots. These are areas that we can't see about ourselves, but they're limiting our growth. Now, you might be saying to me, Chris, I don't have any blind spots. I see everything. Well, there's a blind spot for you, because we all have blind spots. All right. Now, without feedback, these blind spots become career blockers. So what you want to be asking yourself is, how often do you ask for feedback? How often do you give feedback? Right now, a lot of people that I coach and I teach will say, oh yeah, I always want feedback. But do you really? What sort of feedback are you asking for? How are you applying that feedback? Who are you asking that feedback from? Right? Because that's very important. And then also, Where people do fall down is what feedback are you giving? Now, that can be people that report to you. It could be your co-workers, could peers, but it also could be your leadership. Now, if you are not giving feedback up the chain, people will not necessarily see you as somebody who wants to rise through the ranks. So start thinking about that. Now, if you are a team leader or an executive, are you giving clear direction, but are your team following what you're saying? Right? That could be a blind spot. Now, here's the danger with blind spots is you can't fix what you can't see. Coaching acts like a mirror. It reflects back what other people see, and therefore it can help you to adjust where necessary. This is why all top leaders, all top sports people invest in coaching. They want to know what's holding them back before it costs them opportunities. It's all about preparing for the future. So here's your action and takeaway for the second point on blind spots. Identify one area where you've received mixed feedback in the past. It could be on communication, it could be on delegation, it could be on time management, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But one area where you've received mixed feedback. Right? So some people are giving you good, some are giving you bad, some are in the middle, and it can be a bit confusing. Then you want to ask a trusted colleague for one improvement suggestion. Again, this is where if you've got a coach will accelerate this process because they'll provide you with unbiased, actionable feedback. So the last point, teaching point number 3, is a lack of accountability equals slow progress. Now, most professionals know what they should do, but without accountability, their intentions fade and growth stalls. Someone could, for example, commit to networking more, but they never follow through because no one's checking in on them. And let's face it, most of us are not necessarily that comfortable or enjoy networking. But here's the truth. People will help you get positions, or they'll at least help you open doors. Right? So who you know opens the doors, what you know gets you the positions, and who you are gets the positions. Now, accountability is the bridge between intention and action. So think about that for a minute. Have you ever intended to do something, thought you were going to do something? Maybe it could be a New Year's resolution that we're coming up towards in a couple of months' time. Maybe your intention is to get fit. Maybe your intention is to lose weight. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Did you tell anybody else that was your intention? If you did you follow through with it? If you didn't, did you follow through with it? Again, the harsh reality is that most people don't tell other people, and therefore nobody is like checking in on them and seeing how they're going, what their progress is. So they just like let it go because, hey, I'm not letting anyone down because I never told anybody. Well, the only person you're letting down is yourself. Right. So I want you to think about that. So again, how does coaching help that? Well, coaching provides structure. It's not about pressure. It's about support. When someone checks in, celebrates your wins, and challenges you to keep going, I promise you that progress will be inevitable. So here's your action for this. Find an accountability partner or a coach. Right now, coaching costs money. All right. And again, don't fall into that trap of saying, I've got a coach that will do it for free. I would question how good they are if they're going to do it for free. Again, you could say, well, I'm an accountability partner. My brother, sister, spouse, co-worker is going to do it. Okay. How well qualified are they to hold you accountable to you? All right. How are they going to check in with you? What you want to do is set then specific milestones and share those milestones. Coaching will ensure that you stay on track and help you to celebrate the progress along the way. So again, I can't make you get coaches. I'm a coach. I offer coaching. I don't offer it to everybody because I don't have a lot of time, in all honesty. But I want you to put some comments below. Have you tried coaching before? If so, what did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What do you need help with at the moment? All right, put those in there. I'll reply to all of the posts. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please share this with other people, and click the little bell icon to get notified. I am going to make an effort to put videos out at least 1 or 2 a month, maybe more, over the next year, because my purpose, my why statement is to add value to other people just like you, so that they can become the best version of themselves. Whatever that is, I'm here to support you. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, like the video, put a comment in there, share it with others, and I will see you real soon.